Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 198 of the Red Force podcast. My name's Roy Talar. Joining me today.
Do you want to move over?
Christian Talar.
Do you want to move over?
I mean,
Do you want to move over? Thank you. All right, there you're in the shot now. Very
now somehow,
Yeah, somehow.
first of all,
Yeah.
if you like what you see here and all the technology that we have, Christian,
Various amounts of technology.
like and subscribe to the channel. We
Yeah.
talk about One Piece.
Sure.
We may or may not fix the camera issue. Somehow, Christian broke the camera stand.
Now, we have mentioned this many times before,
Yeah.
but this show was held together with duct tape, chewing gum,
Various weights.
various weights, mechanisms, and
And in many ways, it still is.
I think those weights and mechanisms broke the phone holder.
Somehow he broke it. Who
Somehow,
knows?
I pick it up, it snaps, weakened the structure of the plastic on the hinge.
We gotta find something else. Some other kind of mechanism.
We
that'll
got
hold
the
it.
shitty webcam has been with us the whole time.
No, we have the clamp still, so maybe we can attach that clamp to something.
You very more bubble gum,
Sure,
duct tape.
Sure.
all right, and we might fix it.
Some might say you should just
But
spend the money.
the shitty webcam has been with us from the start.
We're bringing it back.
It's carried us through
The last option.
various camera issues. Elgato's being a piece of shit.
Worst product ever made.
Worst product ever made. Fuck you, Elgato. You make the shittiest product.
Correct.
Various technology always breaking on us. That's
But
just how it is.
Christian, we're here to talk about the Monkey Deezers.
Monkey Deezers, Eric.
Has he arrived?
He has arrived on the scene, on the Emperor scene.
Oh, of course. What is the topic, Christian?
Topic of the show: the evolution of Kid is complete.
That little panel, Eric. Set. We knew it was coming.
Set a lot of people off,
Mm-hmm.
and this is what it is. All right,
It's almost like this
We-
was his destiny.
we called it. Did we not call it?
Because everyone bows down to the Monkey D eventually.
That's right. That's definitely right. But anyway, other news, Eric. Other big news in the manga community / webtoon community.
Webtoon.
Shadow Soul has reached 9.13 out of 10. Eric has promised to read it, and he will read it.
Yes.
Now, Eric, how are we doing this? We're doing weekly updates on the show. What do you think about this? What do you think about that? Where you at? Is that how we're going to do this?
I guess we can.
Just to force you to read it. Keep you accountable.
Sure.
Because you made a promise, and you're going to stick to it. All right? So,
That's right.
Eric, reading Shadow Soul, we thank the people for rating it. And
Yes.
getting us to a great position. 9 out of 10. Love to see it.
9.13, Christian.
Love to see it. But there you go. Now, just looking at this camera, right? It looks like we're in some sort of Eastern European bomb shelter den. Some nefarious things going on behind us. Who knows? All right, but it doesn't look great. So, it's an issue. We'll work it out, as we always do. There you go. So, go read that. Go enjoy that. All right. So, maybe we make it a live Sundays. Eric streams it. I'll allow him to show the panels on stream.
I'm not doing that.
You're not doing that
No.
with the people.
No.
Quips, jokes, fun times.
No.
No. All right, he's gonna read it on his own. You're not gonna do it with people. In other news, the One Piece anime is ramping up for that episode 1000, Eric. They're dropping key art. They're dropping craziness.
Where's it gonna land?
The quickest it can go is the Scabbard Sonachi. That's the quickest. I don't see how
Yeah.
it gets to Red Roku. I just don't
can't.
see it. It can't get to there.
Can't get there.
So, episode 1000 is probably going to be...
What are they
What do
up
you want
to?
to call it? They're like still fucking around
Do we know the number?
the 95, 96 around
Okay,
there.
we're close.
So we're getting close. Speaking of things getting close, Eric, episode 200 of the show.
Yes.
People are starting to come in.
There's
People
murmurs,
are starting
there's rumors.
to appear and emerge.
Fun
on the
times,
scene.
drinks.
Yeah,
I encourage people to bring drinks, Christian.
sure. I'm sure Silver's
Get sauced up.
Silver's going to be there. 100%. Silver's is always there. Will Dritz make an appearance? Will Braga be there?
Will King or Queen be defeated?
Will King of Lightning be there
Maybe.
to talk about that Sanji? As we, you know, we'll get JD and King to go against Zoro Fanboy, and who last? I don't know who Zoro Fanboy.
Be a screaming match for 4 hours.
Sure.
Well, you love to see it. What's next?
Brago the Ace has arrived in the chat area.
Here we go.
He's saying you're talking cap. I'm guessing this is a response to his fraudulent videos.
Why don't you explain to Braga what the problem was?
Brago, you can't just say that certain power scale things are decided and concrete. All right, you can't just say things like
By the way, he's still saying that Yamato knowing Kaido's abilities is
fraudulent.
Is a big
Fraudulent.
big buff to Yamato.
Absolutely fraudulent.
He knows.
I mean, you know, when you become a big YouTuber, you start losing your credibility.
You gotta play the
You start
narrative.
pandering to the audience. We know how it goes.
Yeah.
All right. But we're gonna stay independent. All right. So,
We don't need that Surfshark money.
but please do subscribe to the channel.
Send donos like we got one right now.
All right. So please subscribe to the channel.
Shout out to Braga.
Shout out to Braga. We love Braga. All right. No beef. But he says some fraudulent things, but not as fraudulent as JD Legend.
Or Matt B. Look at one of Matt B.
JD Legend, I'll never let it go. Comparing Garp to American President Obama.
Ridiculous.
I don't understand it. No one really